Okay, so this is the tips and why this thing works. Oh, um, I'm gonna show you. Let's see. Okay, so in the previous clip, I tell you to place a king on top and the bottom of the deck. That's all setting what you got. And there are two queens. So, when you deal the cards top to bottom, just like so, one by one, and say stop, you know there is a king of spades in the bottom, right? So, place a queen right there, and whenever they stop, this king will go right on top of the queen of spades. Next, because you dealt down the cards top to the bottom, the king was at the top, so that makes the next king goes to the bottom. So it doesn't matter whenever they stop, let's say around here, place a queen of hearts, then this king of hearts will go right onto the top, just like so. Of course, as a result, the facing cards will be their mates. There's a tip, several tips with this card trick. If you prepare these two queens, you may be a little confused. Let's say stop towards center. Let's say around here. Okay? And you may confuse whether you should put Queen of Hearts on top or Queen of Spades on top. If you're a little confused, just talk anything that you want to tell about this trick. And while you rotate, you can actually watch the bottom of the deck very naturally. So in this case, you can see that the bottom of this deck is a King of Hearts. So after you notice there's King of Hearts in the bottom, place a Queen of Hearts, and then just like so. After that, it's just literally self-working. All you have to do is deal down the cards. This time you don't even have to look at the bottom or so, just because there's only one card left. So just place on top, and then place the rest on the top. Then these things will actually work, just like so. So I think this trick is better when you put a story on it. For instance, at first, don't tell the spectator about the story. Just first do this thing. Just do this thing. Okay? Just do things, place on top, deal down the cards, put this card and place on top. So, after you're done, you tell about the story. The two queens have lost their kings, their husband. So, these two wives have to find their own husband. In order to find their husband, you have to look into their faces. So, when you spread the card, you can see cards are face to face, right? You can see cards are face to face, and there you go, bam. And that story actually makes the spectator to forgot where was the king at first, which makes the spectator to make much more random, just completely, when they say stop. You know what I mean, right? So it makes the spectator to think more random as they saw it. And that's a very powerful effect. For another tip for this trick, you don't really have to perform this trick with queen and kings. If you just want to do, you can actually perform, let's say, 4 aces, if you want to. Four aces if you want to. For instance, place the red ace on top, place the black ace at the bottom, and prepare these 2 aces. So deal down, say stop, and black ace goes on top. Do the same thing, let's say around here, place the red on top. And explain about the face-to-face. And there you go. All 4 aces will meet again. So you can perform as meeting the aces trick if you want to. So like, or if you have performed tricks with matching 2 cards, for instance, if you matched, if the spectator choose these 2 cards, 7 of diamonds and the 8 of spades, and you know it, 7 of diamonds, whoa, bam, and it's the 8 of spades, bam. All right, that's good. And while you're guessing their cards, just naturally make the red 7 and the 8 of spades goes on top and bottom. Just secretly. Just do this naturally. You don't have to do this secretly. Just do this naturally. Okay? And after that, perform the trick. Then, afterwards, bam, bam, and that will be a complete ending with your routines. So these are the tips for my previous trick, when king meets queen. And thank you for watching. This was Jeff Lee, the card lover, and I'm gonna keep upload the card trick tutorials afterwards. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.